You pick up the payphone's handset. A dolphin emblem smiles at you, its eyes wide. Step 1. Take the casing off the front housing with your screwdriver. After unscrewing the fastenings at each... Step 2. Spin the dial on the right and crackling as you... He cannot hear. Step 3. In your ear, you will need to remember this number. Number accepted.
Yes, who's there? I can't see you. Ah, it's you. I was sure you were dead. Supposedly. What do you want? An interesting question for one who's fleeing the light for the shadows. Has your time here got you? A long, long time ago, there was a clever man whose name has been...
A name you recognize from your political theory training. A quasi-myth.
Now, our hero came to understand that history as we knew it was coming to an end. This clever man advised the Emperor that the end of history will...
Somewhere, the sound of a bell muffled by a dishcloth.
As a species with this...
The party sympathizes.
The result was centuries of industrialized slaughter and delirious revolutions. Your sclerotic party, naturally, has its own view on the matter. Anonymous Tragedy was writing a letter to the world with a few... That's a very good... In Anonymous Day, mankind lacked the techno means to achieve a truly mass culture. It's going to be all so great. Here, the last vestige... They say history is the only true consciousness. A great pulsating body of humanity longing on a mass scale. Divorced from that, it's nothing but a dim bulb flickering in a water closet. Don't misunderstand. There's no restarting history. Anonymous saw that coming more than a century before Latour Wogar. The final subject will be a man wearing God's face or God wearing man's. The subject sculpts the mask. All over the world, millions are getting down with the reality about the tragic state of human affairs. Of course, you can't just lead with suicide and the philosophy of history. That's what the electropop is for. See, I was true to my word. What do you make of our techno-glories? A tale as old as Anonymous himself. May I ask where you found a suitable subject? So rather than leave him... And? Are you pleased with the Can't really blame them. To be... I would say confusion is the natural response. I'm at your disposal. Will you be?
He phrases it like he's asking if you'll be over for tea next week. It doesn't hide the desperation.
I appreciate that. Take care.
The receiver clicks back into play. No reaction. Give it a rest for today. Return when the sensation is fresh, and it should. You step... You pick up the payphone.
Fine. Fine. Just now, I'm thinking about eating a roast goose. When true freedom is impossible. The difference between theory and practice. Human beings live on horror. It all goes back to eating meat. The moment you make your enemy into an animal, he may be killed and eaten without guilt. If I must rank them, the whipping eye who persecute me, followed by my jailers with their tedious questions and bogus offers, and somewhere below them, your old friend Tempo del Sur. But then, I don't expect you cold just to hear an old man complain about his foes.
You pick up the paper.
Fine. When the human beings leave. If I'm... But then, I don't expect you called just to hear an old man complain about his...
Nearly all defectors are driven by one of 4 factors. The ironic tone, the deflections, the allusions to persecution. Take
A grave insult. I'm a loyal servant of Facundo Reyes and the Ministry of Mass Culture. Few have given so much as I. Because they've looked at my innards and don't like what they saw. Because I know what they really are. You can't understand.
The lock clicks, then releases.
I already told you about Brilliant Obscure Anonimo. But I left out something important. Something very few know outside the ministries of the Illuminated Empire. You see, our clever hero realized that if he were to actually build the final society, he would first need to defeat the 3 fears. Lo incognito of unknowing. He conquered through technoscience that extended humanity's dominion over material reality. El otro, the other. He conquered through all-powerful techno-statecraft that united and purified the people through overwhelming violence. By now, Anonimo was growing very, very old. That only left La Muerte, death itself, the greatest fear of all. And Anonimo realized the Emperor's minions found a boy, from Anonimo's same small village even, and they set about trying to imprint our hero's consciousness onto this fresh lad's developing psyche. Our boy fucked himself out a window. So the minions barred the windows and got another boy. That one hanged himself, and so on, until one day, a monotheist mystic from Mircea introduced Anonimo to the principles of guided dreaming.
The motif of dream instruction recurs periodically throughout Mercy and history.
Soon the Empire was secretly raising dozens of boys according to a strict regimen drawn from the recollections of Anonymous diaries. By night, his theories and essays were gently massaged into their dreams like raw dough. Most of them failed too, but not all. When Great Anonimo finally shit his enormous bed, he left 3 imprints that he acknowledged as possible facsimiles of himself. But they would not see the end of history either, even as a new generation of minds were imprinted from them. And so on and so on.
As you take in his words, it dawns on you that he's led you all the way to the precipice of a great realization.
Yes, not only Facundo. The entire ruling caste of the Illuminated Empire is a single decaying mind in violent conflict with itself. Ever more refined dream guidance techniques, MRI machines, and dissociative anesthetics can't avert this basic fact. With each generation, Anonimo resembles himself less and less. Might have been healthier. The mind abhors anything that reminds it of its own unoriginality. Fratricide is the norm. Though maybe it would be just as accurate to call it suicide in this. You can imagine the promise. Less degradation and deviation without the human cost of the old methods. A truly techno solution to the 3rd fear. Our best chance to produce the final subject. No. The burning horizon recedes further into the distance.
He seems to think about this for some time.
I'm not sure. All I know is I don't see the radiant techno-future when I close my eyes. A small village along the coast. A beautiful woman playing the bandoneon. Abundant fish hauled from the water by skirted men and grilled over coals right on the beach. Their flavor enhanced with nothing but black bits of their own carbonized flesh and a squeeze of lemon. Even if I never make it, death en route sounds vastly better than waiting for our mutual antagonists to bash Facundo's itinerary from my brains. Nice try, Herschel. But no, I like my secrets where they are. If you want me to share, you got to get me out. Ah, what relief. You've set an old man's mind at ease. But now I'm curious what you intend to do with them. Does that mean you've decided to help me get out of this place? Joy. 10 handsome feet to raise me up from my despair. What's the price? I suspected as much, of course. But tell me,
No judgment in his voice. His curiosity is innocent, almost childlike.
I think you mean you are ideological enemies. Naturally, you might get along quite well. So I'm to play the traitor's theme. Help a gang of communist thugs assassinate my friend and master, all to disrupt our brilliant march toward the final society.
The line hums.
Sure, Herschel. No problem. Be serious. They took everything when they tossed me in here. I haven't even got sleeves. I only hope that you don't plan to shoot me in the back of the head at your earliest convenience. An ignominious end for poor Dante.
He can practically feel the fetid water sloshing about his feet.
No one had to say anything. Some words are as superfluous as names.
Silence pops and hisses on.
Seeing as how you've already secured my exit papers, I suppose that means we have a deal. And what about my other requests? Tempo gave me certain assurances. Nothing extravagant. Safe passage to Novessa, a residence permit and a little apartment in the old town, a lectureship at the Polytechnic, total immunity for any offenses your party believes I committed against the people.
Speculative freelancing. Your old asset had no authority to make offers on behalf of the opera.
Really? Not even the little apartment in Old Town? I suppose I sound ungrateful. Well, I'll await your word. I was meant to play the part of Facundo's loyal hound, Snip. Odors of degeneracy and mutation, the likes of which only the developed world can produce. Of my purported equals, one is a high-tier alcoholic, the other is some sort of modern pervert. Despicable whelk. If you get the chance, give him a cake from me. Concerning, you do well to... But let's say no more about my counterparts. Just thinking of them makes me ill to my stomach. Are you outside? Fine start. Next question. It will be the most violently, gloriously yellow one. The one that most reminds you that all of human existence is a mere fleck of dust on the geologic timescale. There should be one near the Partiali aerotram stop. Call me back once you've reacquainted yourself with it. Go ahead. I'm at your disposal. You mean Tesoro Buendia, the head of the Weeping Eye? Naturally, given his position. He's from a hard-line strain. Nearly all the security and military chieftains are. Cruel, intelligent, but also somehow unimaginative. He's addicted to cartomancy, I heard. A ludicrous habit for the head of our secret police, beholden to the turn of a card. They represent different ministries with different prerogatives. Tesoro and his goons still look at the world in terms of possessions and the tonnage of aircraft carriers. He's one of the most those rabid proponents of Reunion.
A cleavage you do well to remember. There may be something to exploit here.
Facundo and the Ministry of Mass Culture, however, take a different view. Hates them. Astute of you to notice.
The receiver clicks back into place. You step away. The tiles of this plaza seem to radiate outwards from the strange tree at its center, unlike any other you've seen in this city. It's exactly as he described, an explosion of gold to stop the soul in its tracks. Time passes. You let your vision decouple. The tree becomes a pleasing blur of light and shadow. It's all very aesthetic. Nothing much happens. Yes, and you're still just an ape, and not even time pass. You let your vision decouple. The tree sways. You leave the...
Bored? What do you want? Adios.
You step over the threshold and it... Old schnapps and the exactly how your favorite den of Keysok's local peloters. Stay aware. Shades from another time move endlessly across the... Your eye is drawn to... The best part about this place is that it's open all night, every night.
Operand. Forewarned is forearmed.
The man slumps where he sits.
Facundo Reyes, Minister of Mass Culture. Date and place of birth unknown. Alleged to surround himself with body doubles. Fearful of assassination by internal rivals. architect of Luz's cultural victory gambit. Probable war criminal, but and they all.
An effulgent burst of colours. The blast passing through buildings, turning bodies to particulate matter.
Abhorrent, sure, but not criminal. Colonial treaties are 80% fine print. Treacherous stuff, given the local literacy rate. Either way, conspicuous displays of martial violence have never been Reyes's modus. Important detail to retain, if you want to get the full picture. Now let's get to them.
A mix of emotions and...
Know him. I tried to flip him once upon a time. Couple ways to pick at it. Executive summary or the scene. Very good. Double and myself are in Agora Minor, some years before the reunion. Raised then as just an under-minister, hasn't yet earned his epithet, but even then is known to be a secretive fuck. No one knows what he looks like for one. Only description provided. Lusian male, age 45 to 65.
comically vague. Very little to work with.
Occasion was a trade fair. Reyes on hand to represent the interests of the Lucian consumer electronics industry. Double and myself are playing techno-curious buyers from an unnamed People's Republic. Regrettably not. This was several heart attacks before we made our acquaintance. Granted. Even then, the quality of the Lucian offerings was something else. You could see the sophistication of their manufacturing increasing leap by leap. What the old hands used to call a negative recruitment. Whole trick is to get the target into a photograph with you in a locale of sufficient danger. Then you threaten to expose them as an associate of communist spies. Obvious fuckery, but known to play once in a while. That night, the herd decamps to some Agoran magnate's auxiliary. Not Reyes, though. He makes for a foggy side street off the main drag. Double and I split up in pursuit, but our target seems to vanish in the hazy alleys. Basement karaoke parlor, it turns out. I descend, and what do I behold but the future Grand Leech of techno-fascism, spotlit on stage, sublimating his soul into an old Lusian pop ballad. Some sentimental thing about time and fate. Saccharine keyboard arrangement, redeemed only by the absolute sincerity of Ray's expression. Not a soul but myself, Reyes, the owner, and a couple of amazed salarymen. In honesty, I was so transfixed I nearly forgot the object of my quest. Without my double, there's no negative, no recruitment. But I can't leave my target. So I stay there with Reyes, watching him sing until 4 in the morning, when the little old owner politely informs us that he's going to bed. I return the next day to the trade fair, but Reyes is already gone. Later, I hear from Navessa that he was also spotted the previous evening at a film premiere in Capoblanca and an emergency cabinet meeting in Cicatriz Frontera.
In other words, he was in 3 places simultaneously.
A practice the Grand Lich favors to this day. As I said, slippery fuck. Our future Leech was still on the come up then, with few sorties to his name, some shaky sightings across continents. In any case, nothing like
A tinge of respect beneath the bruised ego.
hard to discredit decades of rumors, some as old as the opera itself. An incestuous little process, I understand. Gut says it's true, and Reyes is one of said copies. Same as his peers. High concept stuff, but not the most.
It can't be serious. The gastrointestinal system isn't designed to make those...
That's so. Say more.
He leans...
Matches a description I heard once. Defector report. Years back. Always wondered, was it genuine? Fine work, upper hand. The next part is one you'll want to hear then. Rumor has it the Lucians have a fidelity problem. They've been making copies of copies for decades. Centuries, maybe. Each new batch is less crisp, less faithful than the one before.
He relishes the fall. He thinks it's funny.
Their myth is the one propping up their entire belief system. Safe to say, thousands of La Luz's sharpists are attending to a fix. Not that they were given a choice. Several among the Lucian exalted class, but one stands out. Tesoro Buendia.
Just like Ignat said.
Reyes is committed wholeheartedly to his cultural victory gambit. Buendia is a hardliner of the old school. Dreams of nothing but territorial conquest under the banner of reunion. Narcissism of small differences, I'd say. Each a prodigal knockoff, think he's the one true imprint. Rivals are not enemies. To illustrate, Reyes may find Tesoro's lust for reunion foolish, but won't stop it. Each dream of the same blazing tomorrow. Sure. Let's hear it. Sure. Only what's in his red folder? As you will. Up. No such thing in my experience. Till next.
The squat.
He swears softly under his breath.
The delivery tunnel right behind me, I'm thinking. Unless they've been hiding.
He nods it.
Hello there. Give us one moment, and...
You look down to see shapes and check out the sound gear. This is top brand fancy stuff.
Commendable attitude, but please.
The woman mouths to herself.
Lost the baseline again.
We're getting closer. Do you hear it?
He decorates the word song with a wiggle of his fingertip. You hold your own breath.
It's there.
We've searched everywhere, upstairs and down, for speakers.
It's just the old pipes.
We're trying to lure it out. That's all the...
We're trying all the occult stuff. You wouldn't let me sacrifice a pigeon.
She tried to sacrifice a pigeon.
We're sure. You'll be able to hear it too eventually. It's less sound, more Suggestion.
Well, so sound alters space, motion transfers between particles. Maybe the concrete's vibrating and the particles are arranging them.
Could just be magic.
We're covering all bases, really.
Poor building.
No squatters in here, just us.
We don't squat. We groove.
We're a scum synth duo act. I'm un, she's the. Together, and the.
The musicians Septimus told you about.
Would you like the epic or the ditty?
Epic.
It all began when a 10-year-old with the special foresight afforded only to the delinquent genius stole the keyboard from an electronics shop.
It was me.
It was afraid of her crimes, we hid it under our bed, where it lay for almost 3 years. During this period, we developed a dance style.
At the 2-year, 9 months mark, I exhumed the keyboard and successfully harangued him into playing the snare drum.
The sound didn't call to her until it had begun to decay. They'll imbue the world's rot with a neon life.
But the genre itself wasn't fully formed until a week or so later. Upon the discovery,
It's just us. You did?
we've officially been discussed.
One day.
Amused by our own obscurity.
Can a name be real? And if it can,
Ate my own umbilical cord.
he ate his own umbilical cord, but that's beside the point.
Pointless. Culture's atomic, it's in the air. We're rooting for synth. We were on the hunt for a music video location.
It's awful in here. Go see the basement bathroom.
Dereliction, second only to the Pethol tract in terms. The GMs are disregard.
Disregard.
There's a mystery in these walls, don't you?
Out of the corner of your eye, you notice the balcony above them is tilted slightly.
We're gonna keep on trying to figure out the song.
Look around, see the place. You'll hear it.
Oh, I'm sure he does.
He's the deal real. It was him we got the idea from all the occulty stuff. Says his girlfriend does it with...
But we won't leave until we have this song down.
Try listening on the stairs just over there. Hey, you back? Try listening on... Hey, you back? Hey, you back?
You look up to the ceiling, glance around the wall. The crack expands, wind into the rafters in a move. The crack reaches the rafters, shakes off.
I'm afraid of all that.
But we have so much of the song. Let's play what we have just once. I want the building to hear it. Yes!
She hits play. Dust. Your lips move. Muscle memory.
No way! What is it?
She flips the switch off. The building settles in silence. Your body knows, but you don't. Perhaps it's from the future. Maybe it's songs from Ghost.
Hey, you back? Hey, you back?
You look up to the crack.
I'm afraid of all that. It's a crumbling shithole, but it's been a crumbling shithole all my life. Hard to imagine the old communist. I'm glad that we were.
Persevere will be
The building is a monument to failure, but also to the possibility that we might try at all.
Well said.
But we have so much of the song. Yes.
She hits play. Your lips move.
No way.
She flips the switch off. Your body knows, but you don't. Perhaps it's from the... There's only one way to tell.
Shit.
We can't get.
Come. Hey, you back?
You look up. The crap.
I'm afraid.
But we have so much of... Yes.
She hits play. Your lips move.
No way.
She flips the switch.
Hey, you...
You look up. The crap.
I'm afraid.
But we...
Ah, yes.
She hits play. Your lips move.
No way.
She flips the switch. You stop trying to think. You... Novessa 81. Vodka, 3-day-old outfits, cigarettes. You all danced together to a half-broken speaker system in someone's kitchen. It was happiness. All the sweeter because it felt stolen. You know the words. You know the melody. It's a Superblock pop song. Superblock Baby.
Wait, have I heard that before? Superblock Baby's an old pop song?
We should have.
This is gonna be the remix to end all remixes.
You can hear the song constantly now.
I'll miss this place when it falls, but we're gonna make people dance. We can probably answer those.
We never know.
Somewhere quiet.
Certainly.
Goodbye, and thank you.
It is sworn.
Dust lies so you hear faint threadbare clap. The hall. steel conference table piled with bureaucratic debris. A guitar riff seems it appears. You step up. A colony of lice writhes in the Hallsea Inn, their mouths full of old cotton. You hear someone's voice singing. 4 inches, made by a bullet, undoubtedly. Your finger disappears to the first knuckle. You back away. A damp record of the palace's past life. For a moment, you think you catch the sound of a tambourine. You take out the editor-in-chief's fancy pen. Or at least until this building collapses. Difficult to know where to start. Nestor's name is the most common, nestled in a thatch of vitriol. The older graffiti all seems to be variations on the theme that Nestor is a capitalist dog. The words traitor, a piece of you turn. Closer, you realize that it's a pneumatic. You can hear snatches of drumbeat, tangle, high-pitched squeaks and the scrabbling of claws. Time, mostly. You stick your arm. There is rat shit everywhere. You turn your... You leave the system. Its mouth gapes wide and the rancid. Do not pull that lever. The lever is rough.
Ouch!
No need to apologize. A great scene teaches one to expect the unexpected.
Squatters out. Just
Wait! It's me, Kurt. What? Cleansing the scene. Very cool. Quite popular in historical communism, as I am. As you know, I bowled too hard. Problems of the future. Once, there were many bowlers on the scene, but
we will bowl again.
especially now. My jacket is stuck and I cannot move without tearing it apart. And
His liberal obsession with identity has stalled his progress. You must help him sever ties with this malodorous garment.
don't forget, Hey,
Party representatives must connect with the people and the people's... Silence flows from the boiler while he processes the shock.
you're right.
You hear the...
Wow. I do feel different.
Yes. Finally free to... You doomed him to getting crushed by this building.
A true baller. And from the ash.
Carve it into Martyrs Square.
Don't forget.
Are the squatters gone yet? Man, that's a relief. Whew. The theory, isn't it just old? The building is suicidal. Why? I don't know, that just seems a little dramatic. And thinking about it, that's it? Man, I could have handled that. No way. They can send someone from the Party Alley beat to keep people out of here. I'm going back to the bazaar. This is not Morito's turn.
You again. They always want, but they were tearing it apart, yeah? Orgies and shit. Wasted. Thanks for keeping me appraised of their moves, tiger pussy. Ironically, I bet. Whatever. My vid will save their careers. She is. And our Septimus, her boyfriend. Who's asking that? Who are you to Carolina? Bzzz. Wrong. Shit, I know you. You're the mentor, yeah? From when she left university? Not very fucking good, as you should fucking know.
In his tone, there's a spark of excitement not sufficiently smothered by anger.
You're not going anywhere near her. She hasn't been the same since she got mixed up in your balaclava bullshit. Whatever it was that got her tortured, you fetid hag, fucking cut up by those Lucian fucks.
All systems go down. A brief but total outage. He once heard an old hand say that the tortured walked their own province.
Sadistic shit, right? Real shit. The kind that comes back to knife fuck you. You made my girlfriend crazy. Which, no, she's cool. She's fucking hardcore. But also, you should feel bad, bitch. She's got scars meant for you. Fuck right off.
He finds his girlfriend's dark past equal. He was born within one.
Carolina's in the back with the bootlegging equipment. But it's a no-access zone for you. Back up. None shall pass. I'll sure... Fuck me, Buzz is back already. What now?
Look down at this cunt. Show him he's beneath us.
What? Why you looking at me like that? You're not gonna fucking fight me. Alright, well, so... shit.
He bounces a little on the balls of his feet.
Shit. Alright, fuck, you can go in, but I'll be listening, yeah? Yeah. Yeah.
The cityscape of machinery stretches into the room. Not a chance that this is just bootlegging equipment. And in a chair at the center of it all, Carolina, laid back on a recliner. You take in the patchwork of gadgetry, property of Portofino Sleep Study Lab 89. Do not remove. Evidence of you everywhere, like fingerprints in blood. An assortment of media flashes across the screens. The dream study components are connected to the more everyday hardware in strange ways. Salt around the monitors, sigils in the welding, braids of hair woven into wires. A cartoon wolf howls on one of... Told you there's something awesome up. Pale skin stretched taut over the tendons in her hands. Her fingers If you didn't know beforehand, then you might not recognize her as Carolina Hayato. But it's her, absorbed into communion with the machine. She does not respond. No change. She doesn't. Nice. But nothing happens. This isn't working. You need to work out what the machinery is. You look back toward the dream study component labels, identify them as imaging devices and an REM inducer. Ritual knots and sigils bind them to flashes of different TV shows and music videos. A console labeled Dream Regulator appears to be surrounded by salt. Her headset says, the sigil means repetition. It's on a lot of shop doorways and shrines. She could be using it to mark the equipment. Her eyelids ignore the weird aesthetic stuff. She's cracked everything open and put it back together. She's using the equipment to do something to her dreams. Her fingers are moving, but not on the keyboard to her side. Lights on the equipment flash in time with the twitches of her thumb. She whimpers. If she's staying conscious through sleep, then it isn't real sleep. She'll die of exhaustion. You begin to ice. Something's not working right. Septimus must know a safe way to get her out of this thing. Fuck her boyfriend, pull the plug, get her out. Try the console on the other side. The machine blinks, the monitors buzz and flash. You turn away. The screen glows behind a pane of bulging glass. The function keys are all incomprehensible. Her boyfriend must know how it works. The screen you produce, it's not a door. You back away.
What now? Threaten me and then ask for my help, is it? Storm into my cinema and make a mug of me and demand... There's a button right on the console saying interface. Press it. Yeah.
The machinery beeps and flashes, exhaling warm breath. You turn away. You return to the... You scan the machine until you see the button. Right. It's worn in the middle. Subject. System. The panel direct. HEYS. She thinks that you're her boyfriend. The screen. Carolina begins to stir in her reclining chair.
What? You're not...
She blinks.
Hirsch? Really? You? Oh. Ow. Hey.
She blinks, falters, her head...
You're back. How long? Since... What happened?
Wonderful. She's so over the crew falling apart and getting tortured that she doesn't even remember.
They're talking.
Her attention wanders.
What were you saying?
She makes a warbling.
Yeah. Yeah. Built this myself. Lots of anti-bootlegging tech.
She's a fucking queen.
People want all this Lucian poison. L-pop, okay? No, not killing. Why did you bring me awake? You want something? Yeah. Okay. What was it you wanted? I have... Look,
She strokes their head.
regulates my sleep so I can work all the... But now they're gone. Away from me. Bye.
These nightmares are probably just that freak boyfriend molesting her in her sleep. She isn't listening. Her eyes roll toward a point in the middle of her face. Her lips move.
Oh, hey.
Chronic sleep deprivation. Kindred is unrecruitable in this condition. She does not respond.
Oh, good. Yeah, great. Yeah. Picked up.
She looks down, unable to keep your gaze. Says nothing.
It's fine.
She nods in agreement.
Nothing. It was fine. Nothing. It was whatever. They just asked me.
Her expression.
I'm sorry. I used to have a nightmare. The interrogation. Playing over and over.
The enemy have constructed an outpost within this young revolutionary's mind.
No, Hirsch, I can't.
Help the poor thing confront this nightmare. It's killing her.
Bye, her.
She puts her headset. You tap her head.
Hey. Bye.
She puts. You tap her.
Hey.
More than any of your other assets, Carolina dreamed of becoming an operant. She was too young back then, but not anymore. Take her seriously. Show her you need her help.
You did?
Something in her breaks.
What if it was me who gave everyone up? Oh, Hirsch.
Poor thing. Yes, refurbish the tools.
I'll let the dream in. Send myself to real sleep. But only for a moment. You can see what I see. Other headsets over there. You just have to put it on.
You fix connecting. You hear. You see a cosmonaut suit. The missing figurine from her. The images collapse, fall on top, then an incomplete record.
Fuck. It wouldn't help. I'm so sorry.
As she blocked the rest out. Not good enough.
Yeah, I had it with me when they picked me up. It was? I did what you taught me.
Unclear. Oh, fucking hell, what did we tell her?
The advanced cognitive maneuver, where you displace yourself into an object to withstand interrogation. You taught it to me. I think it kept me alive.
The opera has no record of any operant successfully performing this maneuver. An asset succeeding where experienced operants have failed. The script is riddled with errors far stranger than that.
Septimus already tried. It's gone. He already checked the old pet shop because of the bird song, remember?
Forget that. Just flex your way into the console and override her controls while she's plugged in. It sounds fun and practical. You don't know whether... Now get over to that console and get flexing.
Dad stuff?
A psychic invasion. Do it.
Please, Hirsch. If we have to do this, I need the figurine. Not really. I'll be here.
The machinery. You turn away.
Hirsch? Oh, okay. No, but this is all my...
She smiles through the haze of a...
Remember I studied ancient languages at school? You needed one...
She points to a sigil on...
That one means unity, but also disharmony. And you...
It does not. She's explaining.
When people first wrote, they carved these things into rock or drew it...
She might be right. She clearly knows more than you.
Well, yeah. I drew them. This is all... Yeah? I'm not. Means I get more control over the tech. More... Makes it difficult to... Oh, okay. Yeah? Oh, okay. You'll like him too. He's nice. Like, we're talking about producing our own movies together. Writing scripts. Yeah, okay. Disc.
Said with authority and pleasure.
Oh. Play it.
You insert the...
Oh, not...
A high buzzing noise enters the room. Or it doesn't. You can't hear it. She ejects the disc from the machine.
Hurts. Don't like it. I'll be here.
You return to the console. You back away.